I took 0 trades on the event. I think there was a setup, I just didn't trust it. It was super. Were you there that day, Gabriel?
It's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday.
I took a win this day. I don't even count it because I'm like, you just got lucky. Look how much you lose.
Dude, you know the ironic thing is you've lost probably way less than me and Eric have lost.
Well, I was telling Eric, like when he tells us how he lost 3,000, I was like, I don't know. I definitely got the warning with. I think you guys taught me because of like how much you guys failed at that at the beginning was stop losses and like respecting your stop losses. So maybe Eric, I think he had told us that the reason he lost a lot of money is because he wouldn't respect his stop loss like in the beginning.
Yeah, dude, Eric was going crazy. He was a gambler.
That one time $300 winner and he's blind. Didn't you used to trade multiple contracts back in the day, Eric? Like at the beginning?
Back in the day.
He thought he was fucking pro.
That was stupid. The most I've done though is 3.
Weren't you trading when you had no job either? Like large contracts? 3 contracts?
I needed to make some money.
Let's just shit on Eric real quick.
11. I mean, this is the ES chart. Look at how much chop we were in for the first. Why can't I zoom out? First 30 minutes. I mean, hour.
Look how perfect the rally-based rally.
Right here?
Rally-based rally. Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to think of what. This is NQ. NQ had rallied and then rallied in the morning and then just chopped the rest of the morning until around 7:30. Alright, hold up. I'm gonna share blueprint. I mean, you could see here. Is this the day I woke up late? Oh, I think it is because I can't go farther back. There was no outliers all morning. 983 actually right here, but I think volume was trash. So I didn't even considering it. Did pull back and retest and held it. But also news. I was waiting for news to release because we had Powell was gonna speak at 7 a.m. So I was very nervous about entering with him speaking. Didn't know what he was gonna do to the market. But when he started talking, it did pop, and then it just kept consolidating until I think around here it started getting. But you can see it's above that outlier, and then another outlier appears. 60, 80. I have it kind of fast, but I think the tape was slow too.
I entered at the retest of that 730 outlier.
Long
Yeah. It's gonna consolidate up
already
until
by this time?
no, like at 34. Where's my notes? I entered at 33.20, 733.20. So it's consolidating right here, and then it retests that outlier. And then it actually, I entered a little early because it kind of like touches the outlier 2 more times before it takes off in my favor, but it never reached my stop.
I was gonna say the thing that would have had me avoid entering anywhere around here. You said 734?
33. So I don't, am I in already?
Around right here. This is 733.
Yeah, 733.20. But it actually taps it again, like at 734, then like at 736, 738, I think, before. But it's consolidating, so I obviously entered too early.
Two things that would have stopped me from taking that specific entry is that the pop off of it, I didn't see it. That at least like I wouldn't consider this a pop off of it, so I would have been very hesitant of entering on this. And then when you entered, there was no sign of buying there. It was holding the level, but I didn't see like any push up. So that's what would have avoided it. Hopefully, I got the recording of it. I might have stepped away though.
What happens to that guy from Germany you were talking to?
Where's he at?
Um, he hasn't hit me back. They're on like a whole different time schedule, so like when I'm sleeping, he responds.
And how would you do the reviews?
I, I don't know. Actually, I didn't think about that.
Eric's already trying to monetize our little Discord.
I met him when I went to Germany with Ilem. I don't know if he still makes beats, but he used to make beats. That's what kind of makes me think he'll have like the patience for it. He's pretty good too. He looked like Jesus Christ.
White guy.
See here, the way this is popping. Now I'd want to see it pull back and hold. But even then, I'd want to see it pop a little higher.
Are there any levels around there or what?
6076 is pre-market high. So around right here. But liking how this 1000 lot at 675 and a 900 at 6077 and then this 6080. So 6076 to 6080 would be where I'd want it to hold. That was fast. Does it pull back?
No, this is where it goes off now.
Damn, that would be hard. This would be like the only, but it's way too slow. The price action is trash. I wouldn't want to enter on this, but it did work. It popped slightly, but it wasn't even the pop I would like. But it did pop. It popped off of here and then pulled back and held and then took off and then kept getting bought.
This is where I got out though. I got like right at the tip right there.
Wait, oh, you were short.
No, I was long.
Oh, you won this trade.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you lost it.
This is the only win.
How zoom in are you when you try to enter?
I move it around a lot. Like usually I'm as zoomed out as I can be, but then yeah, I kind of have to zoom in to just see what I'm seeing a little closer. Like how is it actually moving? Is there small buyers or small sellers, and see if they stand out.
Good thing on this was that there was a strong buyer here. We held above, and then another strong buyer stepped in. We kept holding, so like that is a good bullish sign. Just and then the wick of the news is what we were holding basically. That's pretty interesting. I mean, good. What would you say is that really enticed you to taking it?
Yeah, I guess it'd be that I saw. I'm quick to the outliers, which is I need to be. Even though it worked in my favor, but like I saw the outlier, and I'm like, there's an outlier. It's not going down. I don't know. I was like a little patient, I guess, just seeing the consolidation. And in my mind, at the moment, even though whether like I might be seeing things a certain way, but there could be reasons as to why it was wrong. But I'm just kind of quick to be like, oh, look, it's respecting it. It's respecting it. Let me find a decent stop, and I'm like, I'm gonna just go in now.
Nice.
But
I mean, yeah,
For me, when I was
but like I have that same logic with a lot of my losing trades too. So
the hardest thing for me when I was starting this trap is the book map stuff is I was also relying on the outliers just as confirmation to take a trade, and I wasn't like combining all the confirmations together. Like I'll see an outlier now and then be like, okay, before I take this, is NQ in like if I want it long, is NQ in a demand zone? Is NQ in a supply zone? What is ES telling me? What is VX telling me before I even take the trade? Now you just gotta look at the outlier and be like, where is that? Where is this outlier at relative to ES, relative to NQ, relative to VX, and then really gauge the market and see where the key zones are at, and if the outliers in your key zones or not, and just combine all that stuff before you even consider taking a trade. Just so if you see an outlier, be like, okay, I'm not gonna take it until I see everything's aligned. You know, don't be so quick. And the fact that you know that is good because you can fix it. Because I was the same way. I would see an outlier and be like, oh, I'm taking it. There it is. You know.
yeah,
So yeah, just something to consider.
the biggest thing that changed it for me was knowing that there has to, at least for my confirmation of what I want the outlier to do, is the outlier, a pop, and then a hold. Like these, yeah, they do work, but I've also had it fuck me over. So I want to see a slight pop and a pullback and hold. But oh yeah, before you even consider that, definitely you want to see like how is market uh, contextually and confirmations and structure, like how is it all aligning with that outlier? That's basically it for this.
I would say before you even like look at the outliers or like before. Oh, let me see how to say it. Like, don't even pay attention. Like, you have to pay attention to market context while you're doing your pre-market plan. But after you make your pre-market plan, don't even pay attention to anything until an outlier appears on Bookmap, and then that's when you start paying attention. So it takes away all the noise. Because another mistake I was making is like right when the bell rang for the open, I would be like, okay, what's price gonna do? What's doing all this, blah blah blah, and it was like it was it was giving my head too much noise, and I was getting like anxious and freaked out, and I was like, damn, this is hard. So instead of paying attention to anything when the bell rings, I just wait for an outlier and then start gauging market context because that will take away a bunch of like noise and anxiety. At least for me, it did. So you don't have to pay attention to every second of price movement, because it's not important until an outlier appears, and then you decide whether it's a good trade or not. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. That makes sense.
Also, before you start your trading day, are you zooming out on the 90-minute and looking at context?
Oh yeah, I do that. Hold on, let me end this video to start the next one.